was the end of the semester.
最後の夏休みだからってハメを外しすぎるなよ。
Don't count on it, Teach.
過去に問題を起こして内定取り消しになったやつもいる。そんなことで5年間の苦労を無駄にするなよ。
Okay, I'm not gonna go that crazy. I'm not gonna do crazy things where I end up on the fucking national news or anything like that, but you know, maybe I'll do some crazy-ish things here or there.
それじゃ解散。
But I'm not gonna lose my opportunities that I worked so hard for, right? Even though we haven't entirely made up our mind yet. When homeroom ended, everyone leapt from their chairs. Summer vacation was now officially on, and you could feel the freedom in the air. Freedom! Except on Kotori's face, there's no freedom at all. It's like she's just fucking in jail. Hey, Kotori. Kotori was sneaking out of the classroom, trying to avoid me. No, not so fast, lady. I see you sneaking out. I followed her out into the hallway and called after her. Kotori! What? Kotori walked down the hallway alone with her cane, her voice sounding unhappy without its usual energy. Uh-oh. You don't want to start summer vacation off unhappy? After I got home, I dropped off my stuff and started some maintenance work at the dorm. I'd have to leave things to my successor after they took over as house mother during summer break. Oh yeah, when does that happen? When do we actually, have to quit being the house mother here? The new house mother was a regular girl. I wanted to take care of the harder work before she took over. Ugh, how we always the gentleman.
Senpai, こっちこんなもんでいいですか?
Of course we got the big lad helping us out, right? Oh yeah, thanks. Good work there, Harumi.
いえ、こういうの得意ですから。
I mean, you're kind of built for a dude, so yeah, doesn't surprise me. Harumi had come to help out. We'd actually planned our last club activity of the term for today, but since the club leader had skipped out, we had to postpone it.
部長、大丈夫でしょうか?
Yeah. They posted her results for our final tests today. Although I guess she didn't fail intentionally like she said, Kotori's grades were still way down. She'd scored 50th place in the tests. Out of how many though, right? 50th sounds kinda bad, but if it's 50th out of 500, then it's pretty good. If it's 50th out of 51, then yeah, that's pretty terrible. Clearly, that incident during her training flight just before the test had shaken her. It must have been a shock. She knew better than anyone the danger of accidents like that, and how scaring flying could actually be, oh yeah. Ever since then, she'd been avoiding not only me, but also Ageha and the other club members. This meant the club was now on break too. Of course, since we couldn't fly, there wasn't anything to do anyway.
Konnichiwa!
Haruka! Hi Haruka, what's up?
Oh, Minase senpai! それから中村さんも。
どうも。
Harumi suddenly stood up very straight when he saw Haruka. He's like, oh, posture. What's the matter?
部長に会いに来たっす。
Oh yeah, maybe you can, you know? I don't want to say talk some sense into her, but maybe just cheer her up, right? Oh, sorry. Kotori's not here. Wait, she's not?
そうなんすか?
Where did she go? She didn't come back after school. Oh, shit. I guess she'd stopped somewhere on the way. I was worried, so I called her a few times, but predictably, she never answered. That stuff with us fighting was mostly for show, but now I'm worried she really was hating herself. Do you need her for something?
この間のこと謝ろうと思って。
Well, I mean, you literally didn't do anything, Haruka. You just sat behind her. Literally didn't do anything. Apologize? What for?
なんか私が乗ってたせいで部長が落ち込んじゃってるみたいだったから。
Yeah, but it's not your fault. It's not it at all. She'd be depressed even if she'd been up there alone.
そうなんすか?
If I made that mistake, I'd crawl into a hole for days.
けど だからってなんで別れちゃうっすか？
What? What? Breaking up? Do you know more than I do about me and Kotori's relationship? As far as I know, that ain't happening. What now? Who's breaking up?
学校で噂になってたっす。部長と水瀬先輩が別れたって。
The fucking blabbermouths at school that, you know, try to make up rumors and shit. This is the thing, right? Like, some blabbermouth girl, right? Some big fat mouth girl probably just saw that me and Kotori weren't, you know, as close as we usually are at school, right? We're probably like pretty lovey-dovey at certain times, and she noticed that, like, ooh, trouble in paradise, right? And she told that to her friends, and then it just turned, you know how rumors always just turn, right? When the moment a rumor starts and it's been spread to like 10, 20 other people, the rumor has evolved into something that's only like half the truth, right? The more people talk about it and the more people hear about it, they start adding their own bullshit. And now it's come to the point where, like, yeah, they've practically broken up.
卒業前にはよくあることだってみんな言ってたっす。
Just hold on a minute. We aren't breaking up.
そうなんすか？
Yeah, don't be listening to those bitches. Why is everyone saying that? Oh man, this is awkward. Someone had said the same thing to me in class. This was all just temporary. I was just waiting for the right time to make things up. But she was doing such a good job at avoiding me. I hadn't had the chance.
そうだったんすか。よかった。
Haruka looked deeply relieved.
部長と水瀬先輩がもしダメになっちゃったらってハラハラしてたっすよ。
I can't tell whether she's like relieved and happy because she's like an actual nice girl, right? And she like cares about her senpais, I suppose, right? Or she's scared that if I break up with Kotori, I'm coming after her. Okay, I'm joking. I'm not gonna do that. No need to worry about that, Haruka. Don't need to be scared of me. Sorry about that. But I was not happy about those rumors.
2年の間でも噂になってましたよ。
Those fucking second years, huh? Huh? Of course, the freshmen are a little... The thing about second years, right? Freshmen are usually like, they're the new guys, the new people at school, right? So they're usually a little more cautious, they're a little scared, right? Because they're the youngest. But the moment those first years, those freshmen like upgrade to second years, oh, they start turning into entirely different people, right? Because then they're no longer the freshmen, so they're... Usually the freshmen the first years are like... it's not that they're being bullied or something, right? But they're an easy target in most cases, right? Because they're the youngest freshmen, like, you know, we all did it in high school and shit too, like, ha ha ha, those freshmen, right? Like, it's just, it's an easy target, right? But the moment they're fresh second years, they realize the pain that they've gone through as first years as freshmen, and now are like, ho ho ho, now there are other freshmen, right? And they're like, kind of taking advantage of their position, realizing they're no longer the easy target, they're no longer the youngest in school, and then, yeah, those second years can get rowdy. Really?
部長も水瀬先輩も目立ちますから。
うちら下級生からしたらちょっとした芸能人みたいなものっすよ。
Celebrities? Oh, really? What? They never asked for pictures or anything, or like a signature, what? Well, I had to admit that Kotori was gorgeous. Unlike me, yeah, I'm like a goblin compared to her. It's literally like the Beauty and the Beast, or Shrek and Fiona, right? Anyway, we haven't broken up, so don't get upset or anything.
わかりましたっす。
Okay then, I guess it's about time for lunch. Wanna join us, Haruka?
いいっすか？
Sure, why not? Right, Harumi?
え？あ、はい。
Right, Harumi? Wink, wink. Harumi gave me a look like, dude, why are you bringing me into this? And nodded. Oh, you know exactly why. And so it was decided. The three of us were having lunch.
水瀬先輩の手料理美味しいって評判っすよね。
Wow. Damn. Maybe that's why I'm a celebrity, right? Because they just hear about my cooking. I've had lots of practice as house mother here. We took a break and had lunch together. Delicious lunch. Has Kotori still not returned? After that, Harumi and Haruka helped out, so all the door maintenance work was done by evening. I have a bad feeling, right? That Kotori still hasn't returned, and something has happened. After they both went home, I sat in my room, working on my own stuff. Whew. Looks like I'm about done. I was packing my belongings into cardboard boxes. I didn't used to have so much, but things had piled up over these 3 years. I think a geisha left this here. Where did she leave? There was a pile of manga by the bed. Oh, goddamn manga. She had left them, insisting that they were interesting, and she had kept bringing one after another. She probably thought like, oh, at this point in time, he's probably finished this volume, so I'll bring him the next one, when in reality, we hadn't read a single one. They really were pretty good, I guess. Oh, we actually did read them? I wasn't in the habit of buying manga myself, so every volume in my room had been left by someone else. I mean, that's handy, right? People just supply the manga to you. And now I seem to have a lot. Somehow it made me feel a sense of history. This one was especially good. I instinctively grabbed one and started to reread it. No, stop! Don't get distracted! I've gotta clean all this up. It would have to wait until I was done. All the furniture would stay in the room, so the only big item was my bike. Not really enough to hire movers for. I'll just move it in myself in shifts. It was a 50-minute walk to my house. Oh, that's not that far. That's not too bad. 15-minute walk. By bike, that's like, what, 5 minutes or something, right? I'd still be living here for a while, so I took the absolute minimum amount of clothes out of the box. It had been my room for 3 years. I felt sort of sentimental about it. Yeah, it kind of just feels like the end of an era, right? A little bit. Just the end of a chapter of our life. Or at least it's coming to a close. It was mostly just a place to study and sleep, but still. Most of my memories of the Flying Fish Manor were from the dining hall. When I'd first come, none of the residents would eat my cooking, so I had to try all kinds of ideas. Then, I made dinner for Kotori every day, and little by little, I learned to cook for all the other girls too. Everyone would go there for meals, talking and laughing, and when the soaring club was shut down, we had even used the hall for a meeting. I'd always return to this room really late during those busy days. But I appreciate it. I hadn't spent much time alone here, because it was more fun to be with everyone else. Being house mother was hard work, but it was fun too. Doesn't look like I'm forgetting anything. I was looking through the empty desk drawers and suddenly I felt so sad. I never put my stuff in there again. Filled with emotion, I kept looking for anything I'd left behind. Huh? What's this? What did we find? Huh? Kotori! Hey, Kotori! Hat, where is she? Where's Kotori? Hat poked his head out. I'm gonna try my very best, cause I obviously the text says Hattie, but that's not his fucking name, okay? He's fucking Hat. Hat is his name, so I'm gonna try my best to not read Hattie and just say Hat every single time. It's gonna be a little rough. I might, sometimes say Hattie just on like instinct, just from like I read it and then say it, but I'm gonna try my best to I don't want to say Hattie. It just doesn't sound right to me. His name's fucking Hat. Is Kotori here? That sounds like a no. I couldn't understand what he was saying, so I peeked through Hattie's special door. I didn't see any sign of Kotori. Guess not. I could have told you that. See, I told you, I'm relearning it again, but I used to be fluent in duck.
Kotori-senpai, まだ帰ってきてないんですか?
Asa and Yuru came down from the second floor. Yeah, looks like it.
もしかして、あの時風車の丘へ行ったきりかしら?
Why would she be there?
帰り道で会ったんですよ。丘へ行くみたいだったから、今日は部活お休みですよって声をかけたんです。 そしたら知ってるって言ってそのままよ。一人になりたいんじゃないかって思ったからそっとしておきました。
She's over at Windmill Hill? Got it. Thanks. Yep, we're gonna go there. I thought about it, then took what I'd found in the desk and left the manor. What did we find though? That obviously sort of made us think of her, right?
お邪魔しまーす。
Hey!
って誰もいないね。
ISUKA!
ここの空気吸うと気持ちが引き締まるね。厳粛な空気とでも言うのかな。敬虔な信徒さんにとっての聖堂のような。
Even when it's empty like this? Or is it? Is Kotori here somewhere or not?
いいなあグライダー。これ安くで払い下げになんないかな。
Oh, you're not getting it, Isuka. You're not getting it. We want the legacy to continue of the Soaring Club.
そしたら僕の野望にぐっと近づくのに。なんかしばらくソアリング部お休みだって言うし、今度これ借りてフライトできないかな。
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We know Isuka can be a little bit of a rabble-rouser at times, right? Right? She's a little bit of a hectic girl at times. She couldn't possibly be thinking of like, let me just borrow it real quickly, right? Without them knowing about it. You wouldn't do that, right, Isuka?
お願いしてみよう。たまには飛ばないと腕が鈍っちゃうし。
I mean, asking is fine. I think if she asks, and then then we'll actually just say yes, because, like, why not? We're not using it anyway. But, I have a feeling that she's like, wait, nobody's here, nobody's looking, nobody's watching.
感覚を思い出すためにちょっとコックピットに座らせてもらおう。
Oh, sure, that's how it begins. I'll just slip into the cockpit, and before we know it, she's glided in the air. Sure, just slip into the cockpit. What? Oh, Kotori's in there. What? Wait, Kotori is in the cockpit?
小鳥ちゃん、どうしてコックピットの中に？
Isuka's voice quavered like she had seen a ghost as she stared at me there in the cockpit.
ここが落ち着くから。そう。ああ、びっくりした。心臓止まるかと思ったよ。すいません。いえいえ。もしかして独り言全部聞かれちゃってたかな。
I don't know, she looks kind of sleepy. It looks like she actually just napped in there or something.
貸してあげてもいいですよ。
Okay, never mind, she heard it.
どうせ誰も乗らないし。
Yeah, she heard it.
けど払い下げはしませんのであしからず。
That's fine, right? Yeah, we're not selling it, but you can borrow it.
やっぱ聞こえてたんだ。なんで一人でコックピットの中にうずくまってたの？かくれんぼじゃないよね。
We're not 7. What the fuck, hide and seek?
落ち込んでいるからです。そうなんだ。見たまんまだね。
Is that her sad look? I thought it was her sleepy look. Honestly, it looks more like she's sleepy than sad, right? Because her eyes are just sort of half open, and I don't know, it's more of a sleepy face than a sad face, in my opinion.
ねえ、後ろに座っていい？どうぞ。やったー、久しぶりの操縦席だ。
Isuka crawled into the back seat, grinning happily. All that despite the fact that the glider was locked up in the hangar and not going anywhere. It was kind of weird. The two of us sat in the tiny little cockpit, in the middle of the huge hangar.
ねえ、何があったか聞いてもいい？
Oh, this might actually be good, right? For Kotori to talk about this with Isuka, because Isuka is sort of a she knows all of us, but it's like it's less direct, right? Like Isuka is kind of like, yeah, she's connected to us, but she's more on the outside. So maybe Isuka can give a more unbiased opinion on the whole situation and stuff, right?
いいですよ。
Or just offer a different perspective.
あんまり面白い話できませんけど。いいよ、それでも。
I was grateful and happy that Isuka was keeping it so light.
この前の訓練フライトでストールさせちゃったんです。小鳥ちゃんが？珍しいね。そんなに難しいコンディションだったの？
Nope. I shook my head.
気流は安定していて、サーマルも見つからない状態でした。
She just wasn't paying attention. Her mind drifted off somewhere.
それなのにストールさせちゃったの？
Damn, the eyes from Isuka is suddenly like, wait, what?
最近私ちょっとおかしくって、空が遠くなった気がするんです。空が遠く？
I nodded.
以前は手を伸ばせばいつでも届く気がしてたのに、今はどんどん遠くなって、まるで届く気がしない。
I looked up and raised my hand toward the hangar ceiling.
あの日もそういう気分で、サーマルも見つからなくて、機体はどんどん沈下していって、気づいたら操縦桿を後ろに倒してました。
The glider had pulled up and picked up a little height. But then we passed the critical angle of attack, and the glider had gone into a stall.
少しでも空に近づこうと思ってたんだと思います。
Actually, I didn't honestly know what I was thinking at the time. I guess that sense that the sky was receding made me want to do something, and I had pulled the yoke without thinking.
私ストールの兆候にも気がついてなくて、あの時葵から無線が入らなきゃ本当に危なかった。
If I had taken any longer to recover, we could have been in real trouble. And with that low altitude, we might even have— No, don't even say it! Don't even say it! Don't even think it!
この間まで来てくれてた監督がもう来られなくなるんです。もしかしたらあれが最後のフライトになるかもしれなかったのに、台無しにしちゃった。
You didn't ruin it. I'd never been distracted like that during a flight before. Flying was always so much fun. I never thought about anything else.
それだけじゃない。もし事故なんて起こしたら、今度こそ本当に廃部になっちゃう。
Yeah, probably, yeah. If like an actual accident had happened, right? If they had actually— Fuck, now I'm actually gonna say the thing that I previously said they shouldn't say or even think. But like, if they actually crashed, right? And a big accident happened, then yeah. That's a definite bye-bye to the soaring club. And Haruka would almost definitely have gotten hurt.
それは耳に痛い話だね。僕は昔事故を起こして親友に迷惑をかけちゃったからね。
Yeah, there was something about this, right? Oh god. I feel like I'm trying to remember the Amane route now, but I feel like that's not something that was covered that in-depthly, right? Sort of the entire thing, what happened with Isuka. Isuka, Amane, and the other dude, whose name I once again forgot, but he's a total bro. But I feel like that wasn't really— they didn't really go that in-depthly about everything there. So there's still more for us to find out. After that, Isuka had vanished, and Amane had kept getting held back to fly the so-called Cloud Corridor? What the fuck? You mean the Morning Glory?
ごめんなさい。
The fuck is Cloud Corridor? What the fuck? Did they hire like new translators or some shit? Even this does I mean, it's— well, let me actually check, okay? When did the first— like, I'm just totally checking by the release date in on Steam, right? So for the English translation, the release date for the main game was 2013. This one was like February, right, or March 20th February 2019. So a little less than 6 years, okay? But like, it does happen where like if there's a significant amount of time between, let's say, the first game and second game, or second and third game, right? But between games that are related to each other, that there are different just people working on the game, right? Whether it's only translating or actually just creating the game, whatever, right? All other stuff, right? Here it's mainly just translating for the most part. But regardless, I do still feel like the people that work on the second game that weren't necessarily part of the first, they at least sort of, don't they usually have to go over like sort of the terminology that was used in the first game so that they don't entirely use different terminology in the second one, right? Because Cloud Corridor, right? We obviously know what they're referring to because we know we've played the first game, right? Cloud Corridor refers to the Morning Glory, but like that, they never used that term before at all. So why would it suddenly be used here? It's just so weird. It just feels like there's a inconsistency here, right? Where we're just like a term that refers to something that we know of that suddenly gets thrown into the mix and is like what? Like, okay, I don't know. I guess it's just the attention to detail stuff, but like I feel like if people are working on a second game that weren't part of the first game, they need to at least have maybe played the first game or whatever, right? They need to at least agree like on the terminology that was used in the previous one and incorporate that into the second one, so it doesn't feel entirely different. Not saying that it feels entirely different here, but I don't know. It just throws me off a little to see an entirely new term like Cloud Corridor thrown out like that for the one thing that we obviously all know, the beautiful Morning Glory.
小鳥ちゃんが謝ることじゃないよ。でもだから僕にも少しは気持ちがわかるって話。僕もあの時普通の状態じゃなかった。
There is perhaps some well, there's definitely some similarity here too, right? But I would say it was more, there's some similarity here, but I feel like it's to some degree the opposite, right? In terms of health, at least, right? Isuka's health was actually sort of declining, whereas Kotori's health to some degree is improving, right? It's actually getting better, her disability. But still, there's, you know, partly, no, it's not because of that. Definitely not for Kotori, it's not because of that at all. But like, they're a little bit in a similar situation, right? I thought she might talk about her accident, but Isuka stayed quiet for a while. Then, she asked a question instead.
ねえ、水瀬くん、大学行かないんだって？
How the fuck do you know that, Isuka? What the fuck? You don't even go to our school!
もしかしてそれと関係してる？
Who did you hear that from? I stayed silent. My mouth twisted itself unnaturally. That's when I noticed it. That was something that I didn't want her to bring up.
関係あるのかも。
Oh, definitely.
小鳥ちゃんの心理当ててあげよっか。水瀬くんは自分の夢を持っててすごいな。なのに私はこのままじゃ置いてかれちゃう。そんなところじゃない？
Uh-oh. Rather than being angry at her for getting it right, my eyes widened in surprise.
すごい。どうしてわかったんですか？僕も似たような経験あるんでね。
Yeah.
青いアゲハはすごいです。自分のやりたいことを見つけてて、目標に向けて未来に向かって頑張ってる。けど私にはそういうのがないの。
Yeah, this sounds quite familiar to me too.
大学に行って勉強するんでしょ？それが目標じゃないの？
But university, like that, university is like, it's not an end goal, right? It's like, university is just another step that helps you sort of find your ultimate goal to some degree, right? it's not sort of the ultimate thing that you're going to be working towards. It just sort of feels like a middle step that provides you more paths or opportunities. But if you don't know which path you're going to take, then like it still doesn't feel that satisfying, I suppose.
それはただ自分にできることをしようとしてるだけ。
I only started programming because I could do it well, even if I couldn't use my legs. And once I tried it a bit, I found that it really suited me. And with the right skill set, I could actually support myself. I could earn money and live on my own. Sounds like she just went into programming because it's something that seemed to fit her well, seemed something that she was actually good at, but it's not really something that she, like, enjoys very much, or at least not something that she sees as like her what would you call it? Not goal in life, but just sort of her dream job, I suppose, right? It's just not really that. It's just something like, you know, this sounds like the most sensible thing to do, the smartest thing to do, but it's not necessarily the thing that makes her the most happy.
けどそれは夢じゃないから。
Yeah, I get that.
青いアゲハみたいな夢じゃないの。
Programming and systems engineering were fun once I tried them, but I didn't feel like that was what I had to do with my life. Ageha and Aoi had found something that made them feel like that, and now they were walking that path. Yeah. Kinda does feel like she's getting left behind, I suppose.
そのこと水瀬くんたちに話してみた？
話せるわけないよ。
どうして？
だってそれじゃ対等じゃなくなっちゃう。
What?
二人と肩を並べられない。
そっか。
Isuka didn't ask me why I thought like that. She just nodded like she understood what I was talking about. Oh, she does. Maybe Isuka had felt the same way back when she used to spend time with Amane and the others in the garage. I'm pretty sure Isuka felt the same, and that's also part of the reason why she just, like, flat out disappeared, right?
私みたいな体の不自由な子は少しでも弱いとこ見せたらすぐ登場されちゃう。その扱いあの二人にはされたくない。
But yeah, but I feel like Kotori, like at this point at this point they know that you don't like to be treated like that, right? I mean, maybe they would still do it, but I would hope to think at least that both Aoi and Age had just sort of realized that, right? That like Kotori doesn't like to be treated that way, so they'll keep that in mind, that to not treat her like that. I'd rather die than endure that.
けど葵もアゲハもいない場所で頑張れる気がしない。
それは夢がないから？
Back when we were trying to fly the morning glory, we had struggled and fought, but I had been able to face those problems head on. Because I had a dream, because I had something to fight for, and because I had friends looking up to the sky along with me. But once I graduated and went to university, I would be alone. How could I keep going with no dream and no friends? I mean, some people would actually, it depends on, I guess, kind of the kind of person that you are, but some people would view this as just kind of a clean slate, new opportunity, right? New opportunity to find new friends, as difficult as that may be for some people, right? For some people it's a little easier, for some not so much, but I don't know, some people can be very positive and look at it as just in that way, right? Just new slate, new opportunity, you know, new me to some degree as well, right? And yeah, just make the best of that. But for someone as Kotori, right, who sort of was in a weakened state, I don't know, for lack of a better term, I'll just call it that, weakened state. right? It took her a lot to sort of build what she had here at the school, and obviously now that, you know, everybody's graduating, that's sort of to no fault of her own, sort of it's just sort of disappearing, right? Everybody's going their own separate way. So she has to rebuild all that again. And knowing how hard it was for her before, it just seems like very difficult. So yeah, I can certainly understand that. The moment I started thinking that way, the sky had started to become distant. It's tough.
私モーニンググローリーを飛んで自分はその気になれば何でもできるって思ってた。
And it was my friends who helped me get there. That experience, that miracle, had sustained me to this day.
けどただの勘違いだったのかもしれない。あれから2年間新しい夢を探したけど見つからなかった。大学へ行って時間稼ぎするくらいしか。けどこんなんじゃダメなの。あの日私をあそこへ飛ばせてくれたみんなに申し訳なくって。
She's crying. Kotori, no. I started to cry from frustration and misery. I never wanted Aoi or anybody else to ever see me like this.
やった
Huh? Isuka stood up from her seat.
イスカさん
She just oofed. She climbed down from the cockpit and walked over to the control table. For a second, I thought she was disgusted by my whining and was leaving. Of course not!
僕の夢というか野望をこっそり教えちゃおっかな。
野望
Isuka nodded.
それはね、自分のソアリングクラブを作ること。
Make her own soaring club? Isuka spread both hands out in expectation. She was clearly waiting for a reaction. But I was dumbfounded.
どうして飛びたいならどこかのクラブに入ればいいじゃない。
I guess she just wants to build one of her own, right? The thing about it is, right, I don't know. There are just certain people that really... It's... You could take the easy path and just like, yeah, let me just join one. Or you can just take the more difficult path and create one your own. And Izuka does seem like the kind of person that would prefer her own path, right? Whether it's more difficult or easy or whatever, she prefers her own path rather than taking the path that other people have, that a lot of other people have taken, or the easier path or whatever. She just does her own thing. There was no reason to go to all the trouble of starting her own club.
それじゃダメなんだな。
Isuka pointed down.
ここ風が浦じゃないと。
Oh, she wants to start one here? There's not one here? I mean, she's obviously talking about like a soaring club that's not attached to a school, right? Like this one is. This is a school's soaring club, right? But so only people that are at the school can be a part of it, right? If they want to join the club. But her soaring club would be, well, for everybody.
備えるんだ。またいつかモーニンググローリーが現れるその日に。
Okay, she's kind of like... It's a little strange, right? Because Izuka was kind of the one that actually... She was the first one that got inspired by everything, right? Or rather, she was the first one that was inspired by the previous soaring club, right? She was inspired by them. She inspired Amane. Amane inspired all of us. And Isuka, sadly due to her circumstances, wasn't able to achieve her goal of reaching the morning glory. But Amane and all of us, we have. So Isuka is, despite sort of being our predecessor, she's kind of lacking behind us to some degree. So she's still trying to like achieve that goal, and she's just like, alright, round 2, whenever the hell it comes next, I'll be ready, I'm gonna do it. So it's kind of admirable that this, even after all this time, she's still willing to go after that.
モーニンググローリーに備える。
あの雲の回廊はまたいつか現れる。10年後か 20年後かはわからないけど必ずね。
いつ来るかわからないその日のために備えるの？
Isuka nodded, grinning like a madwoman. She was overflowing with confidence. I thought she was crazy. But of course, we had been too. Of course, nobody knew when the morning glory clouds would come again. But somehow, we just knew in our hearts that they would come that summer. And once we decided that, we worked hard building a glider and testing it. Looking back, we were so dumb. But at the same time, it was amazing. While I sat there dumbfounded, Isuka picked up a picture frame from the table. Aww. That's the first iteration of our soaring club, right? I guess sort of that first year. And she stood there smiling at the soaring club members in the picture.
小鳥ちゃん、前に話してくれたよね。僕のこと親友みたいに思ってたって。
When I'd found Isuka's notebook in my room, I had read her diary like she was an imaginary friend of mine. It helped me get through those lonely days. But I didn't have a friend in the world.
あれね、嬉しかったよ。あのノートを置いてったのは、見ず知らずの同年代の女の子に僕の存在を知ってて欲しかったから。
Well, it worked.
そして僕が何にどんな風に夢中になってたのか誰かに覚えてて欲しかったんだ。でもまさかその誰かが僕の夢の続きを追いかけて、そして叶えてくれるなんて思ってもみなかった。
Isuka's notebook had pushed me to try gliding, and I had taken up her aspirations. To me, Isuka was like my imaginary friend, someone I owed a lot to.
僕は自分で描いた夢を信じられず挫折してしまったけれど、その思いを小鳥ちゃんはあの雲の回廊へ運んでくれた。
Isuka looked at the photo of all of us.
けどね、だからこそ悔しいんだ。この中に自分がいられなかったのが。
Aww. She should have been a part of it. Isuka's expression grew clouded as she stared at the photo. Her eyes narrowed, almost as if she were reminiscing, but she also seemed sad. But
でもイスカさんがいたから私たちは雲の回廊にたどり着けたわけで。
yeah, and a big part of the reason why she's not there is because of her circumstances, right? She was sick and everything. Isuka shook her head.
あの空はね、夢を信じ追い続けた人だけがたどり着くことのできる場所だ。僕にはそれができなかった。
I didn't fly the morning glory all by myself. It was the bonds of friendship. It was amazing people like Amane. It was the dream I'd found in that notebook. And luck. I had to take all of that and put it all together to experience a miracle. But just like Isuka said, unshaking belief in that dream was also essential to making that miracle happen.
今度こそ飛ぶよ。もう諦めない。
Isuka swore, staring into the photograph. Then she turned to me, still curled up in the cockpit, hugging my knees in sadness.
そう思わせてくれたのは君なんだ、小鳥。
She inspired you back? Oh, my heart suddenly leapt.
今の
Her heart, it's beating. It means you're alive, Kotori. What, it wasn't beating before? There it was again. It was a double thump. For some reason, my heart was pounding in my chest. I couldn't remember the last time I had felt this way.
でもそんなバカみたいな生き方通用するのはきっと学生のうちだけよ。
But you know her, right? You know what kind of person Isuka is. The words in my mouth felt like lies against the pounding of my pulse.
その生き方 きっと間違ってる。
I mean, I understand what Kotori is saying, right? As a teenager, like, there's a certain recklessness that you can have just because you're a teenager, right? There's a lot less responsibilities and a lot less worries that you have as a teenager compared to when you're an adult, right? There's a lot less you can put at risk and therefore also be a lot less reckless when you're an adult because the potential impacts or negative, whatever, right? It can be really, really bad, but we know Isuka doesn't give a shit about that. It's just Isuka.
どうして？
だってみんなそう言うじゃない。先生だって他の人たちだって。
Yeah, but that's like if you're trying to be like not necessarily the boring person, but just like, you know, the thing is, right, people always like there is a certain quote unquote recipe to success in life or whatever, but it's like that's the standard way of living, and it's just like I don't want to say it's like boring per se, because it's not necessarily, and it's very dependent from person to person, right? But it's just, I'm just saying that for different people, different strokes for different folks. Isuka frowned and laughed at the same time. Like, because we all know, like, what your parents say about how you should live your life, or not, maybe some more so than others, but, like, you know, there's also always, like, a certain direction that people are guiding you through life, right? Always, like, make the smart choices, make the sensible choices, right? But there are times in your life where if it feels right to you and you think it's the right choice for you, right, that you do sometimes have to take those leaps or risks where it feels like this may not be the smartest choice, this may not be the most sensible choice, but it feels right to me. Like, you know, not everybody lives their life just always making the most sensible, the most smartest choice. And Isuka's definitely like that.
小鳥は。
Isuka's definitely like that. And hey, she used to call Amane dumb always. She looked confident again.
正しいとか間違ってるとか、僕はないと思う。
Yep, this is the Isuka we know.
それを決められるのは自分だけだ。だってそうだろ？誰かにとって正しくても、他の誰かにとって間違ってるってことはたくさんあるんだ。
Yeah, I agree.
だから僕は、僕にとって何が正しいか、他人に決められるのなんてごめんだね。
Yeah, girl. And then Isuka placed her hand on her chest.
迷った時は、自分の心に耳を澄ませるといい。君の正しい答えは、そこにある。
Do what's right for you. Don't do what everybody else thinks is right for you, right? There's a huge difference.
ここに
Yeah, feel your heart, Kotori. It's right above your boob. I put my hand on my chest just like her. Thump thump, boom boom. I felt my heart pound. It's like she like, wait, I have a heart in my body? What? I never knew it. And a strong, impatient wish. Was that my answer?
あまねちゃんの言った通りだ。
ん？
イスカは天才だって。
あいつバカだからね。本当の天才が誰か、きっと一生気づかないままなんだろうね。
Neither Isuka nor Amane really considered themselves all that special. But I guess that real geniuses often don't think highly of themselves.
今の話、内緒にしててね。
What about the soaring club?
どうして？
次、モーニンググローリーが来るまで、まだ時間はたっぷりあるだろうから、それまでに準備を整えるつもりなんだけど。いや、さすがに笑われちゃうでしょ？むちゃくちゃだって。
It's a pretty crazy goal for her to start a soaring club from scratch, right? So,
うん。
if I'd been my normal self, I think I would have been utterly shocked.
今更感もあるしね。だから、今まで誰にも話したことなかったんだよ。けど、ここに来るとね、やるぞーって気になるから、時々こっそり覗きに来てたんだ。
To get inspired again?
それで
I was thinking about why Isuka came here. To steal our glider, no? She had visited the club from time to time to get a taste of the atmosphere.
だからもし廃部になったらグライダーを下取りさせてね。
See, she really wants that damn glider.
お断りです。私の目の黒いうちはそんなことさせません。
This glider was created by and for the Kazegaura Soaring Club.
ダメか。やっぱ中古で安いの探すかな。
Or, you know, make one yourself like we did.
ちょっと
I stood up and got out of the cockpits. Isuka helped me.
少しは元気出た？
なんとかまだどうしたらいいかはわからないけど。
It sounded like there was something there, though, right? Near her heart?
悩めよアコード。それが青春ってもんだ。でもまあとりあえず水瀬くんとは仲直りしときなよ。きっと彼すっごく心配してると思うよ。
Wait. Right, Aoi is on his way here because he found something. I was wondering, like, what did he find? But no, it can't just be, like, Isuka's diary, right? It can't just be that.
はい。
そんじゃ帰ろっか。
はい。
Let's go back. I'm worried dead. I'm worried sick. Did they finally leave? I stayed hidden until Kotori and Isuka had left. Oh, we were already here, but we didn't want to, like, interrupt their conversation? So we actually, like, hid? And, like, eavesdropped? I wasn't trying to eavesdrop, but when I came here looking for Kotori, I'd heard the two of them talking. So that's what's been bothering Kotori. Damn, he's been here for a long time if he even heard that part. I thought she was just lonely. I'm a failure as a boyfriend. I grasped the item I'd brought, muttering to myself. What did he bring? I guess we're gonna make up tonight, huh? And when I got back, Isuka was there. It's so nice to see you,
お
Isuka.
邪魔してまーす。
Yeah, I didn't see you earlier today. Not at all. Hi. Hey, girlfriend. Or should we still call her Miss Kotori or whatever the hell her last name was? Kotori was preparing dinner in the kitchen. Sorry I'm late.
別にこのくらい一人でできるし。
Kotori awkwardly avoided eye contact with me. At the same time, she glanced over to check my expression. Oh god, this is the awkward point. This is the awkward moment where, like, you have it on your mind. You're still sort of fighting, right? Or you're thinking you're still fighting, but you know you want to make up at some point and you're going to make up later tonight, but now doesn't feel like the right time for it. So you're still, like, trying to be fake angry or, like, pretending to be angry, but you're not actually angry. This is really awkward and weird as fuck, but this does happen. This does happen from time to time, and it feels so fucking weird. She was probably expecting me to ask where she had been, and how worried I had been. I just washed my hands, put on an apron, and started helping her. We worked silently for a while.
何も聞かないの？
Ask what?
ほら、心配かけたのに。
Was I? I don't know. She said it like it was the only way she would apologize if I brought it up. But I ignored it and continued cooking without speaking. I wasn't trying to be mean. I just needed to work up my courage. Hey, Kotori.
何？
Whoa, did I scare you? Do you want to go do something tomorrow? I'm asking you on a date. We haven't gone out in a while, you know? We've been together so long, we'd kind of gotten too comfortable. We were always together, and we hadn't done anything special like a date in a while. You don't sound excited? Kotori frowned at this unexpected turn and looked to Isuka, who was watching from the table, for help. At this, Isuka thumped. Thump thump. Like what? Her heart? Like boom boom. Twice on her own chest. She's like, speak from the heart, girl. You can do this.
そこに聞いてごらん。
She mouthed towards Kotori. Then Kotori put her own hand on her chest and nodded slightly.
行きたい。
She replied, almost embarrassed, her voice as quiet as a mouse. Okay then, it's settled. We'll go on a date tomorrow. For some reason, things felt weird again, and we finished cooking in silence. It had been a long time since we shared that kind of awkward silence. This was at least a kind of a good awkward silence, at least one of the better ones. It was almost like we just started dating. It was kind of nice in its own way. Alright,